This podcast is a proud member of PodNation Media Network.
Danny Glover is just an interesting actor. Like, he's clearly very skilled. And, did he win an Oscar for Driving Miss Daisy, or was he nominated? One of those.
No, that was Morgan Freeman. Ouch.
What the fuck are you talking about? Fucking edit that out. You gotta edit that out.
Franchise the damn thing.
Welcome to Franchise Addicts, a podcast that covers every film in a given franchise. My name is Luke.
And I am Chris.
And I'm Peter, and I need to tell you guys about the time after I filmed Predator. I was approached by a glimmer man, a real glimmer man. He spoke to me telepathically. He had a progressive rock band, and he needed a lead singer for obvious reasons because he could only speak telepathically. And he forced me to sing songs like this. Glimmer man played guitar, jamming good with Weird and Gilly, and the Spiders from Mars. It was a total David Bowie rip-off band. It was garbage, but I had the time of my life touring Europe for 3 months, and now it's time for us to talk about these garbage 3 movies that are the Predator. So let's do it, boys.
Ventura in a Bowie cover band. I wish that'd be great if he could really just like sink into the David Bowie voice, or is it funnier if he sings it like Jesse Ventura?
I don't know. I couldn't do it as I'm not like Mel Blanc where I can do.
I feel like Ventura,
other people doing other accents.
Ventura could write a song that Bowie could like figure out how to make cool.
Thermite paint. 9/11 was an inside job.
There you go.
And the chemtrails reigned over me.
That's right, guys. We are covering 3 more Predator movies. First time in a while that we've done 2 movies, or more than 1 movie all in one. But we needed to get through these bad boys. So we are covering Predator 2, Predators, and The Predator.
I don't know what you mean. I couldn't wait to watch these all. So that's why we're doing this. It's not because we're they're not good. I
technically watched Predator 2 1.5 times.
Okay. Did it get better that halftime, that second halftime?
Maybe. Well, I was working while I was watching it the first time, so I missed a bunch of the end. So I rewatched the end of it today, and I enjoyed it. I thought it was fine. We'll get into it as we're talking more through the comparing these 3 films, but
the mechanics.
But we can jump back and forth. Feel free to bring up any one of the movies that you want. We can start with Predator 2, 1990, director Stephen Hopkins, Jim and John Thomas, the Thomas brothers on the script.
Thomas Bros on that script.
Apparently, put together in 3 weeks. You'd never be able to tell.
Oh my God. Yep.
That's crazy.
I can tell because a lot of my notes, I was just looking over them, there's a lot of generic stuff in this movie.
Yes.
I have some great lines. I have like lines of the film. They're amazing. Like some of the lines written for this film are amongst the best.
It is the funniest
I have ever seen, right?
It's the funniest of these 3 movies, I think.
Yeah.
By far.
It's definitely, and mostly accidental, but you got Danny Glover.
Well, there's a couple, like Pussy Mouth is like insanely funny.
Yeah, he gets that one. What, you're gonna break off my dick and shove it up my ass or something like that. That's not
glad
quite.
We got that within the first 5 minutes of the podcast. Both of us saying those things back to back.
Sorry, don't listen to this for your child. But they just right away, I feel like because he's not Arnold, they were like, we got to make this guy nuts. Fucking nuts. Like he needs to be so unhinged that people are just like, whoa.
Have you guys seen the movie Cobra with Stallone?
No.
I have not seen Cobra. I missed that one. Sounds good.
The opening to Predator 2 and the movie Cobra are kind of similar because it like a crime event is already going on. You're kind of thrown into it at the beginning of the movie, and like the protagonist isn't there right away. But like there's a shootout going on in this warehouse in Cobra, and then all of a sudden Stallone pulls up and he's got the big aviator reflector glasses, and he just like the cops have been at a standstill and he just goes in and takes them all out single-handedly.
Let me take care of
Exact same thing here with Danny Glover, just like ghost riding the whip basically while he's shooting, just blasting into those guys.
Sure. And the Predator is watching that. So like I was down with Danny Glover. I thought he was better than Arnold just like instantly in terms of a main character. No, like he's a character. He's something. He is something. He's like, sweating a lot, obviously, and just he's got good line deliveries. He's something.
Him covered in like ash and grit or whatever at the end of the movie is so funny.
Yeah.
Like he's going whiteface.
Oh no.
He did it. Danny, what are you doing?
We discussed this beforehand. No one is comfortable doing the Danny Glover impersonation.
Nope.
Which is fine. Even though wonderful voice, we're not going to do it. We are not going to do it.
We can't do Danny Glover, so we can't say Danny boy.
Oh, you did. That's fine. You did. That's fine.
Or why didn't he? Not once in my notes, I said not once did he say, "I'm getting too old for this shit." No, I wish that he did.
He
should have.
That's a good.
He should have. He is essentially playing his character from Lethal Weapon. He just happens. Yeah, he just happens to have not met Mel Gibson yet, but he has faced a Predator.
Well, they could have done like a little cameo kind of thing. How Danny Glover cameos in Maverick with Mel Gibson. They could have done a cameo with Mel Gibson in Danny Glover's movie.
Well,
they should have done
Busey's already in the movie too, and Busey's the villain in the first Lethal Weapon movie.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. So they could have brought the whole band together.
A lot of people in this.
Yeah.
They throw a lot of shit at the wall to be like, maybe this will work. But I think Danny Glover is just an interesting actor. Like, he's clearly very skilled, and did he win an Oscar for Driving Miss Daisy, or was he nominated? One of those.
Nope.
That was Morgan Freeman. Ouch.
What the fuck are you talking about? I fucking edit that out. You gotta edit that out. I swear to God, are you? What the,
oh my God!
They're a movie.
I can't fucking believe
Donald Glover. Okay.
You called him Donald Glover.
Oh boy.
Yeah, whatever. That's
Childish Gambino.
Childish Gambino. That's fine. That's fine. All of this is fine. I don't care.
All right, I'll say this. So Predator 2 has the xenomorph skull that then spawned the Alien vs Predator movies.
So this movie's like responsible for all of the lore and future possible movies going forward. So you got to credit where credit's due.
Bill Paxton. Bill Paxton has now been in 3 of our franchises.
We're like, Aliens was popular. Aliens was a good movie. Just get Bill Paxton, get him back. Deliver some fun one-liners. We get that Bill Paxton energy.
A lot of energy out of Bill.
He has a real purpose for being in that film. It's very important, and he moves it along.
He's a good actor because he can play this sleazy character like in this movie. Same with True Lies, and then he can also nail Twister, where he has to be the everyman. He's an everyman who is likable by the end of in the end of the movie. I
love Twister so much.
Hell yeah!
Pop quiz. Yeah. Bill Pullman or Bill Paxton? Peter, go. Pullman or Paxton?
For range, got to be Paxton.
Luke, Pullman or Paxton? Which
Paxton.
Yeah.
But could Paxton do the Independence Day speech?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No. I mean,
maybe.
And would you get a creepy whatever that? Did you see that series that Bill Pullman's in? That's like on cable, whatever. He plays a guy that likes getting his balls stepped on, and like he kind of is like, no.
What?
Damn. Okay. I'll think about it. It's a total. There's like 4 seasons.
You know who I'd take over both of those guys is Christian Slater.
No way, man. I mean,
yeah.
But who's got like Slater's always like, he's not a lead as much, you know? I feel like he's more of a side guy.
He's pretty good when he
puts a little accent in the movie kind of
thing.
Yeah,
he is. He's the side spice.
He's a great side spice. But Paxton's not like a main character except for, you know, like Twisters.
And the Titanic, obviously. I'm all about wet treasure.
What?
But okay. So there's Bill Paxton in this Predator 2. This is the streets are on fire in 1997. Riots are happening, and it's all the fault of immigrant gangs, right?
Absolutely.
And
this is all of them too. Like there's a
King Willie and the Jamaicans, and
they're getting in on the action. Yeah. So this movie had an NC-17 rating. And they recut it 20 times to get it down to an R.
Man, wow. I want to see that uncut version.
Yeah.
I mean, we did get, we got a lot of man meat for the first one, but we got some gratuitous female nudity in this one. That's just more generic bullshit to throw into this one.
Another sniper kind of camera looking through the window of somebody having sex. Like anytime you have that shot, you're just looking like, they're gonna do it again.
It's like, it was like the first sex scene in Jerry Maguire, kind of that action, just like you're really bouncing. Yeah. That's what I thought.
Wore out the VHS part of that tape back in the day.
Oh man, oh boy, never stop fucking me, I believe was the line.
That's true.
And so that's a lot. You know, that's what I picked up. I want to just point out, as long as we're in the beginning of the movie, one of the best. This is maybe one of the best lines. This is in competition. Gary Busey says, "Don't mean to step on your toes, but we're attempting to prevent King Willie's voodoo gang from taking over the entire West Coast. I wish I could tell you more." That's a verbatim line from the film, which is just like, that's why this is great stuff, you guys. King Willie's voodoo gang. Duh! Like,
King Willie had a lot going on. I don't know what more to say about Predator 2 other than the crew found a dead body in an alley where they were filming, and locals threw bottles of piss and feces at them from apartment windows because apparently it was just like a mess in LA when they were shooting this. Oh, the last fun fact for Predator 2. And I only did half the research on this because I forgot to look up the rest. But
half-assed research.
The Predators at the end on the ship are all LA Lakers in Predator uniforms.
So who's on the Lakers at this time, 1990? Is Magic?
You guys can vamp. Well, I'll look it up. I'll get us an actual answer. I think, because Magic might be. Is he out?
It's kind of the tail end, possibly.
Well, he does the comeback because he leaves. He retires due to HIV, and does he come back in like 94?
I remember his comeback game, and I remember one specific play. He did a fake behind the back pass and then did a layup, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, he's back!" I remember that. I watched it live. That was crazy.
It was like 40 pounds heavier.
But anyway, while you're looking that up, I think this Predator, like my questions about what are the motivations of the Predators, why are they doing what they're doing? And I think that this one is like a Tom Sizemore / Wayne Grow type character from Heat, where he's just kind of like psycho sadistic, chaotic, where he just the action is the juice kind of a guy.
Sizemore.
Like he sees King Willie and his gang hang the one guy upside down, and he's like, "That's my move. I hang guys upside down. So now I'm gonna kill all of you. You can't copy me."
Well, he sucks the brain out of that one dude with the tube or whatever. He was doing gnarly stuff.
Yeah.
He's got to process those trophies.
Lots of that. Definitely lots of that.
Apparently no specific names were ever provided, but
Damn.
Danny Glover was like a big Lakers fan and like was in with the team and was like, hey, we're shooting this scene, come on down and be the Predators.
Well, you
Wow.
need tall guys.
And then after the film came out, they're like, don't say that was me. Don't say it. Matt was like, don't you dare fucking put my name in your mouth when you're talking about that.
Anything else on Predator 2 or else we're moving into Predators?
No, I mean, when he fixes himself up in the bathroom. Do we love that scene?
I like the first aid kit scene. I'm so biased about this movie. I enjoyed it when I was a kid. Upon further analysis, was not as good as I remembered, but that's I don't know. The next two movies.
I thought the Busey death was pretty lame.
His top half is still floating there to this day.
Yeah. And the fact that they do, like, it is such the worst writing of all time, because Danny Glover is like, I'm coming with it, and Busey's like, no, I got this. Then like immediately, like as Danny Glover is going away, like the Predator kills Busey.
He's a normal cop, and the trunk of Danny Glover's car is just an armada of shit, like grenade launchers and sawed-off shotguns and
he's
crazy
an intense
shit.
cop. They give him his flowers in the beginning for being convicted of 21 cases of police brutality, and he has obsessive thoughts. He is insane, and we're like, this guy kicks ass, actually. He has great pants. He has like some Steve Harvey pants that he just rocks very high waist the entire time. He's great, and this is an interesting film. The war on drugs, right? This is the Predator getting involved in the war on drugs, and
this is also kind of like Jurassic Park 2.
What? Well, because they take it to the city. Like, what if the Predator was in the city?
What do you think about that move? I feel like it's a good. It
lost them Schwarzenegger. That's one of his like big like sticking points when he read the script. He's like, oh, you're bringing it into the city. That's a mistake.
Concrete jungle.
That makes no sense.
I see what you're doing, but no.
Ventura was right, and the script's got to be right. The timing's got to be right.
Well, it seems like they just played off the success of the first one, kind of threw something together, expected the stars to come back. Like none of them wanted to. McTiernan's like, I'm going to go direct Hunt for Red October instead. I'll pass.
Yeah.
And so they just kind of tried to play off of it. Not a very successful movie, didn't make a bunch of money. The rating of the movie apparently really affected that. I think it was like a $20 million, made like 66. So not a huge success. Predators 2010.
Are we gonna do all like the favorite scenes of each movie?
Well, okay.
Or do that?
I'll ask you this. We can either do all three combined and you just pick your favorite scene from any of the three movies.
Ooh, didn't think about that. Okay.
Or I mean, we could do it for each if you want.
Sure.
I did categories for each, so I'm
ready
to
improvise every single movie in my thoughts on them. I can just do it on the spot. Right now, I'm going to tell you it's Danny Glover in the what is it, the graveyard or whatever, where he's at. Where
that was insane with the like boom, boom.
It's horrible. Like it's you can't not think it's hilarious, and that's true. Yeah, Danny Glover just like
is that the want some candy?
Yeah, I believe
my brother and I used to say that shit to each other all the goddamn time. Danny,
he doesn't know where it's coming from. Danny is sweating his ass off, as he should be. He's got some great lines. Like, maybe I'll just fall down this ledge. It's a lot of great writing. But that's it. And then I'll just wrap there, and I'll say that my rating of this sequel will be a 4.2. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm really
favorite scene for me, inside the ship. I thought the production design was sweet. All of the different skull trophies that will help build this franchise out. the other Predators delivering the old 1700s pistol. I swear those Predators like, oh my God, Jerry got out again and he's killing a bunch of people on Earth.
Listen, here's the truth. If it's not something you love to do, automation is mandatory. You didn't start your podcast to spend hours editing clips. You started it to create, connect, and grow your audience. But here's the problem. Every other platform works with video podcasts, and manual editing eats up your most valuable asset, your time. That's where Opus Clip changes everything. Upload your video, and Opus Clip will automatically find the gold nugget moments, auto-clip the captions for the best parts, perfect for TikTok, Reels, and Shorts. 1 hour long episode becomes 10, 20, even 30 viral-ready clips in minutes. The tool even predicts each clip's viral potential, so you know exactly what to post. No more tenuous editing, no more wasted hours, just you staying in the place that you love to be, creating content that matters. Head to podnationopus.com for your free trial and get back to doing what you do best. Stop editing and start creating now.
For no reason, we got to go collect
piece
Jerry. He
we
finally
do?
got killed. Best performance, Danny Glover. Rating not nearly as bad as you guys. I thought it was a fun movie. I'm not so hard on movies. I like to have fun, and I still had fun watching this movie. 7.0.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to be nearly as. Yeah, I think this is probably the best of the three.
That's crazy. Oh,
yeah,
well, I don't know. Actually, maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. Go. Sorry.
I'll go with the opening scene, the Cobra. I just thought it was Cobra again, and it's really dumb, but also kind of entertaining, early 90s, late 80s schlock action stuff. Performance, give me Busey, baby. Anytime Busey's in something, he is just doing his thing.
Buttered sausage, Predator technology. Where does it come from? Where does it go? What is it doing?
And they want to use it. We get the alien move, right? They need to use it for their own military research. And
yeah,
Busey's there for it.
I'm gonna give it a 6.1.
Hell yeah!
Split the difference.
And yeah, just mentioned that I wish the next two films took a little bit of a page out of what Predator 2 was like kind of trying to do, or at least the fun it was having. Because Predators tries to be very serious. It is a film produced by Robert Rodriguez, a script he wrote in 1994 that apparently sat on the old bookshelf for a while. And
20 years.
Dusted it off, and he's like, I don't want to direct it, so
this isn't good, but
yeah,
some guy named Nimrod will do it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's gonna sound like I'm already making fun of him, but his name is Nimrod Antle. The writers are Alex Litvak and Michael Finch.
The director's name was Nimrod, which is a biblical hunter. Ooh, I didn't know that.
Budget 40 million. Grossed 127. Adrien Brody,
Oscar winner, two-time Oscar winner.
Walton Goggins,
Walt Goggs, early in his career, he's there.
Mahershala Ali.
Yeah,
Also,
I thought Goggins and Mahershala Ali they stood out a little bit.
You got so many stars in this bad boy. Danny Trejo,
Larry Fish.
Larry Fish is here, going
Larry
insane
Fishburne.
like he does in sci-fi movies. That guy loves to just, be like, I'm losing my mind.
So a quote from Robert Rodriguez when asked about the Lawrence Fishburne character who has survived in this hellscape for 10 years, dodging the predators that keep hunting here.
And
he was asked a question after this movie was released, like about that character. And he was like, yeah, that movie probably would have been better than what we just made. Just fought Lawrence Fishburne, avoiding them for 10 years.
Yeah, that would have been great. I could
Much
see
better
that.
movie.
And then he goes out like a punk just in that hallway inside that old
With the most great special effects.
They turned up that shoulder cannon to maximum power, and he didn't just get a hole in his chest. He got vaporized completely.
He really did. He really did, and that was a very that death paid off big time for me. Just kidding, it didn't at all. What about Topher Grace? He's in this, and
Topher Grace is in this.
Nobody from that '70s show is a creep, so I'm glad that he is.
Right? Did they pick the wrong Predator from that '70s show to be in this movie?
He's like,
Masterson.
I know,
he was right there.
Yeah, oof.
I kind of think Topher Grace is kind of good in this movie.
He's not bad. No one's bad in this movie, and I just think it's the writing and the directing and no one's fun. And that's my notes. No one is fun in this movie,
except for the samurai guy, but he's also in a completely different movie.
He's totally serious.
Like, we're gonna do a samurai thing now. Look at this. Look, it's an homage.
No sense at all.
Look at the grass. Look at the grass. Don't you see? You remember this?
Speak English.
This is like Tarantino, man. We're gonna rip off multiple genres. This is high concept action. You probably don't get it. That's why Adrien Brody is here.
Brody was driving me crazy. He was so serious. I was like, lighten up, buddy. Just give me something.
Is he ever like a real fun guy in movies? Maybe.
His character in Peaky Blinders is kind of fun and goofy, or not goofy, but like he's fun. He's very serious, but he's fun.
Isn't it a Ryan Johnson written movie, The Brothers Bloom, with Mark Ruffalo? They're like scam artist brothers.
Yeah, he's probably done that shit. He's been in so much, but he's very serious here. And
everyone is. Maybe I don't know. Goggins is the only one that, and he's so terrible.
He's just like, I love raping.
That was my jaw was dropped in that scene.
I was dumbfounded by that. What is that scene?
Can't even repeat what he said.
Well, and then they have to like kind of make him redeemable at the end, and you're like, no, he's not.
I don't think so.
He's shanking the dude with the prison shank.
Hey man, he just loves to rape 24/7. You get it? Like it reminded me of Con Air. Remember Con Air?
Yeah.
Where they had but that even wasn't like
Con Air doesn't like celebrate the things that this movie is like trying to whitewash for a while.
Yeah, no, they give it all to Cyrus the Virus and Con Air. That would be a great film to cover in depth at a different time. But
that's the thing about this movie is that the idea of it is pretty cool. Like it is, the most dangerous game set up, kind of artificially. So you get the who did this? So that's kind of
mystery movie, right?
It's
Chris,
kind of
were
cool.
we in the same class when we read The Most Dangerous Game? I feel like
was it Mr. Gable?
That was sophomore year, maybe freshman year. We did Most Dangerous Game, which I don't think you were in my class.
No, I think we were in the same class senior year, and that was like
senior year.
Yes, okay. Mr. Gable was our homeroom. He wore sandals all the time.
He could do karate, and he smoked like a chimney. You could smell it on him.
He fought the Predator, dude. Like he's probably actually would be good to he would be like, I will take him on. Yeah,
he could roundhouse his ribs broken in a flash,
With the Predator.
That was the other guy that speaking of Roundhouse, Roadhouse. Patrick Swayze was going to be in Danny Glover's role in Predator 2. But got injured during Roadhouse and so couldn't do the movie.
What a
Swayze versus the Predator?
I think it would have been. What if it was Swayze with Sam Elliott?
Wins because he dances so goddamn
good. What if it was Swayze with Keanu Reeves?
Yeah, I am an FBI Predator agent.
Whoa! You can always say the hit. Oh!
I feel like this movie really highlights how good of a director McTiernan was. Like there was a good scene with Mahershala Ali where he's got the fear in his eyes about seeing something spooky in the forest, and you really only get one of those, and then Mahershala Ali gets killed quickly.
Too soon. It's like Jurassic Park a little bit, yeah. I mean, a jungle. Well, I mean, whatever. The Predator is a jungle horror film. Never mind. I'll walk that back. But I thought it's gonna be good.
I think this movie is really, really horrible.
I was bored as hell watching this movie.
I think I saw this when it came out, and I think I was like, "This slaps."
It was a great difference to change the setting from what they did in the last two movies. I applaud them for trying, but it just wasn't any fun.
Yeah, this time it wasn't as fun to watch, but I remember, I was like, "Oh yeah, I saw this," and I thought this was amazing when I saw this. I was like, the mystery, but yeah, not so much. Although it does have the great line. Hold on, does this happen in real life? Is my question. When Adrien Brody goes to the woman and says, "You got a name?" People do that. You got a name?
I don't
Whatever.
think so. Not for
bad writing.
30 years.
Life things that happens.
Oh yeah, Danny Trejo's in this movie for like 3 minutes also.
That was a fantastic creepy part of the Predators mimicking his voice while he was already dead.
Yeah.
That was good.
But to go back to the Lawrence Fishburne of it all, like he's in 10 minutes of this movie. He's like the best part of it. You're like, what is going on with this guy? Yeah. And then he's just gone. And then there's like 40 more minutes of like Brody versus what's his butt, that 70s show guy, and like
Chris Grace, as I like to call him, but I should go by Topher. Should I do that? I think I should. All right, but yeah, Topher Grace. Yeah, there's a lot to this movie after that. There's a lot of different plot twists.
Although I will say, when he was doing the like fire and like running around, very reminiscent of Bone Temple, a little bit. I was kind of like jacked up. I was like, this is pretty cool.
If you squint, you can just see Bone Temple.
I should just only watch. If Bone Temple wasn't so gnarly, I would watch it twice a year. But it's pretty tough.
It's a tough watch. It's just in the beginning, at least. But this isn't so good. It's got a lot of elements that could potentially be good. Okay, here's my hot take that I'm going to put in right now. The Predator looks dumb. The Predator's dumb. It looks dumb, and I stand by that. It's a really dumb looking like creature. Yep.
What?
Like in general?
In general, in general, the Predator looks dumb. I'm sorry.
I think
it's really
that's like a pass for me, dog.
One of the coolest movie monsters.
Is it though? He's got.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. As I saw so many iterations of the Predator, I was like, this is kind of dumb.
No, I just think the movies aren't very good.
But also, like, it's almost, I don't know. Like, even if you're like, is this in Entourage? If they're like, the creature in some movie Vinny Chase was in, it would be like, this is it. And they'd be like, whatever, this is people.
I think, Chris, if I could just armchair psychologize you right now, your movie, TV show, Armchair Psychology.
Please.
While we were watching Alien Earth, I started thinking the same thing where I'm like, is the xenomorph stupid?
Yeah, and
is it a bad monster? Like, what is going on? But I just think I hated what I was watching so much that these ideas were seeping into my mind.
True. I suppose so, but I did write that down as like, I don't know. I think it's the dreadlocks. Honestly, that seems.
Oh, we've been corrected multiple times.
Yeah,
not dreadlocks. Don't call them dreadlocks.
Sensory organs.
Yeah.
Like,
are you sure about that?
Yep.
You sure about that?
You sure about that's why? You sure about that?
Even though in Predator 2, they're making like very weird comparisons between
you got
Predator
Willie and the Voodoo Gang. Is that okay? I don't think that's okay. I don't think any of that is very culturally sensitive, by the way.
I'm just saying we were corrected multiple times about calling them dreadlocks. I say if they look like dreadlocks, calling them dreadlocks is not a big deal.
It looks like a dreadlock. It is a dreadlock.
So
you may be a dreadlock, you might have a dreadlock. It looks like poofy hair and
sensory organ. You had that thought like, are xenomorphs stupid? I had the thought while I was watching these three movies. Am I stupid? Am I stupid for liking these movies? Am I stupid
for liking this stuff? God damn it!
Yeah, I was like, this Predators especially was like, this is for 13-year-olds. The execution of the action just It was stupid.
But I mean, it was for kids, and it was a different time, and we just weren't as evolved. You know, it's okay. We're just evolved, and we're smarter now, and we're better now.
Yeah, it was a humongous swing and a miss for a pretty good idea for a Predator film.
Yeah.
I did make these notes about the final battle with Adrien Brody. Have you guys? This is a kind of a niche comedy movie from the 90s. It's called Men at Work with Emilio Estevez and Charlie Sheen. It's a comedy. And there's a final scene where the bad guy is like kind of stumbling and he's like somewhat disoriented, and like the main characters run by and just like smack him and make him more confused and disoriented. And like that's exactly what I thought when Adrien Brody was running around half naked, covered in mud, just like giving him slaps as he ran past him.
Kind of was like a Zelda boss or something, like, you know, one where you have to like whack and then run away really quick.
The timing is right.
Mm-hmm. You just got to get him when his force field's down.
Yep.
Did you like how it was like, let's do a little cover of the end with Arnold? I'll just do it as Adrien Brody. It'll almost be the same, but different.
What a bad choice.
There was some of the lines that like whatever, like just do it now. He just tries to do the
it says exactly what Arnold says. What are you thinking?
Said the exact lines. It's horrible. You know,
the most eye-rolling movie of all time. Now that you guys are saying some of the lines, like I rolled my eyes so often during this movie.
But wait until we get to our next film.
Yeah, well,
because by the end we really we get some good ones.
All right, so I'll go with my final or favorite scene, the final kind of Brody with the fire covered in mud. I thought it was pretty cool. Everything else is like really tedious to watch in this movie. I had no idea what was going on or why they had like some nest in the middle of the woods. Do
you realize how much it weighs? It weighs so much more than you.
Yeah, insane stuff. Larry Fishburne as my performance, and then this is like a 3.1.
Oh,
damn!
I would never watch this movie again.
That's low praise.
You guys are harsh.
I mean, I know that I liked this movie at a point in my life, so I am not gonna put my nose up at something that a younger version of me just fucking enjoyed and had a little fun time. And
exactly,
you know, but no, is it quality? No, probably not. But the Lawrence Fishburne scene where he smokes him out, come on, and he's talking to himself, come on.
Yeah, that's all cool, but like it's 10 minutes of the movie.
Well, but it exists.
It does exist.
The movie. I mean, you know, like there wasn't a cool Lawrence Fishburne dude in Predator 2, was there? There wasn't. It didn't happen. It was just like more of this shit forever. So you know, I will do that. And there's a lot of talented people or like big stars. So I guess you have the star-studded ensemble cast of it all. So
they made Mahershala Ali be an African. Like what?
Okay. I'm not saying that this is politically correct.
Like Mahershala Ali.
It's very off. I mean, we talked about the Walton Goggins of it all, and you know,
like
Predator
2 was made in 1990 by like insane people coming off coke binges and was somehow less racist than Predators.
I was also pretty racist. Also, though, let's talk about how that guy gets ready for a fight by just putting his nose in the bag.
Dude, that guy was great. Yeah, come on.
That's how we should start every episode of Franchise Addicts the same way.
But for me, it'll be just powdered sugar. I get drug tested. Can't do it.
Well,
it'll just be creatine for me. Just doing a creatine
bump. It doesn't have to be cocaine. It could be, you know, sugar, whatever you guys want. Just don't have it be... Just, you know, have it be safe and have it jack you up, though. It's got to be an upper. That's the only rule. Anyway, so Predators. Did you go with your scene? You've got everything. Am I doing mine? Yes.
Yeah, do yours, Chris.
Yep. So my scene's the Lawrence Fishburne one, and my score is gonna be I don't know, like a 6.5, 6.6.
Wow.
For the devil. I got to do it. I loved it at a certain time in my life, and I have to honor that version of me. I forgive you, younger Chris. I love you.
That's okay like me with Predator 2.
You like Predators. What?
That's just like me with Predator 2. Like I really enjoyed it as a kid. So Can't deny.
I'm right. I've always been right. I've always had the right thoughts about everything.
Did you say an MVP, Chris?
Oh, yeah, I'll just do it. I'm going to say my MVP is, of course, you know what it is. It's Danny Trejo, just coming in fast. No, it's Lawrence Fishburne. Of course, it's Lawrence Fishburne.
Are you tired of the coffee crash? Still jitter an hour after your morning cup of coffee? Listen, I used to drink 5, 6, 7 cups a day to just keep going. The anxiety, the stomach pains, the afternoon crash, it was brutal. Then I discovered Rise Coffee, and everything changed. Rise has less than half the caffeine as regular coffee, but here's the magic. It contains 6 organic mushrooms, including cordyceps, lion's mane, and others that naturally sustain your energy without the jitters or crash. We're talking sharper focus, immune support, better gut health, and calm, sustained energy that lasts all day. Plus, it's organic, vegan, and has 0 added sugars. Unlike other mushroom coffees, Rise is USA grown in California. A full spectrum of mushrooms per serving that actually works. Here at PodNation, we only partner with brands we actually believe in. And Rise Coffee is the real deal. Head to risesuperfoods.com and use promo code PODNA15 for 15% off your order. That's PODNA 15 for 15% off. Ditch the crash. Fuel your day the right way with Rise Coffee.
Okay. My favorite scene, I get, is the samurai fight. That was kind of fun.
Yeah.
We build on some lore that because the Yakuza mob guy knew that the samurai sword was old. It wasn't just a generic samurai sword. Like he knew that it was old. So we're building on some history, and his fight was cool, I guess. I mean, I don't know. It's always cool when the Predator puts down his projectile weapons and he's like, oh yeah, this is how we're going to roll melee weapons. I guess that was good.
He has respect.
Best performance, I had to hem and haw between Lawrence Fishburne's imaginary friend, but I'm going to give it to Adrien Brody's body. Damn. He put in the work. Before he even had the shirt completely off, I was like, his shoulders and his arms are a great performance. I wish I could bang out the deltoids like that, like he could. My MVP is actually an anti-MVP. It's someone out there said, let's make this into a PG-13 movie. And then they just said, no, let's make it into a rated R with tons of unnecessary swears. I think they could have made more money if they made it into a PG-13, because this is a stupid 13-year-old movie.
Yeah, that's true.
Made a lot of money. People were like, I love these over.
I don't know. It was so damn stupid. I think they maybe could have figured something out and go PG-13.
But
this movie, it's a bad idea. I don't know. It's just
this movie should be like an hour and 25 minutes long, and it should be like a horror movie, basically.
Yeah, I gave this movie a 6.5.
Okay, I'm one above you.
Okay.
All right, The Predator, 2018, director Shane Black,
Shane Black is back.
Yeah,
writers Shane Black and Fred Derrick. Fun story about that. This movie is kind of 2 movies. It is the movie Shane Black wanted, with the ending that he wanted, and then there's Fred Decker, who the studio brought on and was like, please God, fix this movie. 88 million worldwide gross, 160 or 88 million was the budget, 160 was the gross. But it technically needed 220 million to break even, so this was a flapperoonie.
Yeah, it did not start a franchise that they're so desperate. Like, this is gonna be great. We got Boyd in the Predator killer suit, which is a great name for something. And he's clearly awesome. By the end of it, he's not giving the worst performance or line you've ever heard in your life, to the point where I was angry. I was angry at the end of this. I was just like...
his performance?
Yes! When he went, oorah, the entire end of the movie, I was like, this is kind of fun. Then the ending happened. No, that's not okay. Whatever happened at the end, it was not good. It was bad. But we don't have to get there yet. But
there's some other really bad stuff that happens behind the scenes. Let me get this right. Shane Black. This is not funny, but Shane Black cast his friend Stephen Wilder Striegel in a scene with Olivia Munn.
Yeah.
Striegler was a registered sex offender, and Shane Black did not disclose that. Olivia Munn found out and demanded that the scene be cut, and then her co-stars initially didn't want to back her up. And
all kinds of bad in this story.
Yeah. And Black basically didn't direct after this again. I think he ended up doing something in 2024, but yeah, he was blacklisted for a number of years there.
Sterling K. Brown was like, I don't care, put the scene in.
Oh, damn.
He's like, I got my boo. Oh man, what are the I'll save that line when he's okay. That's I did hear about that. That's controversial and bad and horrible in this Shane. I mean, with a name like Shane Black, I feel like I don't know.
Well, the other thing too is that there's a subplot going on in this movie that the predators are harvesting human DNA, and that autism is the next step in human evolution. So big swing, big ideas.
Big ideas. Forward. It's and that plot is really good. Love the kid element. It's controversial. Do you think that? Yeah, it's bad.
It's Jacob Tremblay is the kid.
He was good. He was also in the Toxic Avenger. Do you guys see that one? That was ridiculous fun.
This movie has good actors, like not like movie stars or anything, but it has some. Thomas Jane is. I love Thomas.
He's
Jane.
fun.
This
movie
Michael Key
for
is
some of the
fun.
time is really fun.
Yeah,
has some fun moments.
Sterling K. Brown is insane.
Hell yeah. He's just an asshole chewing gum all the time. If you want to have an asshole, you just have him chewing gum.
I will admit, I think Chris, you're pretty down on this movie. I had a lot of fun with this movie. I did. It's really bad, but I had some fun.
It has fun moments. Just the ending really bummed me out.
The ending is spectacularly bad.
The first half, I got tons of good notes about the first half.
The first half is pretty solid.
So much fun.
But the kid plot is horrible.
It's so stupid. It's really, really bad.
Ever. The kid is going to communicate with the predator. Don't worry. The predator just looks. He sees that painting that he just happens to have on the wall. It was. Oh my god!
It didn't really make any sense. I don't know.
Why are we doing all this? It was a lot.
But if they are going for so I studied a little bit of evolution in college. So if they're going for the predator wants to increase their abilities, and you're questioning why are they trying to hybridize with humans? In the physical sense, humans are smaller, slower, weaker, but to flip in the end that it turns out that they are going after the kid who's got different mental abilities like that. I was like, oh shit, yes, this is how it works. I get it now. I get what they're going for.
Imagine turning that
I had fun with that little twist.
It was a good twist. It's not. I mean,
was it a good twist?
I'm more talking the end of the movie, like the action, all of that nonsense, like schlock action garbage that's in like the last 30 minutes of this movie is like horrible. The first half of the movie has one of the most James Bond during the Pierce Brosnan run lines of all time, which is, we're going to introduce this science character and we're going to introduce them as the premier evolutionary biologist in the world, cut to Olivia Munn, who's
also very excellent with all the weapons that she handles in the movie. She's like
great
ready for action.
Yeah.
Not the person you think of when you think of the premier. No. I wouldn't say
she
so.
could be the premier biologist. Why is that?
My professors in college were not like this.
And Denise Richards is not a what was she in that? Like atomic
Christmas
theorist. Yeah.
I mean, I think it was just the writing. In general was like something like that. It reminded me of a show that they would promote on Fox on NFL Sunday when like they're like
Prison Break.
Yeah, like no, next on Fox. We've got a brand new drama. It's 911 Fire Department Las Vegas tonight. Just like that's like they're all called something like that, and that is the vibe that I got from this. Just that you had some bigger names, but Sterling K. Brown, I mean, he did This Is Us, was like, you know, it's in the same vein. Network.
It's the type of shit that gets promoted instead of Arrested Development, which is exactly what happened on Fox.
Totally.
Yeah.
Network TV is horrible. So you know, I didn't love this one, but. So what was fun? What did you enjoy?
This movie has characters. It's got, I mean, so with Shane Black shopping jokes in the first movie, this movie's got tons of that. Keegan-Michael Key, they're just giving him room.
I love him.
They're on the from like the bus, man. From like the bus to the like breakthrough, like the chem plant or whatever. The Predator breaks out into going to the house of Boyd Holbrook's family. And then that whole thing, like that is a pretty solid 30-minute run of a movie.
The pace is very good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pace is good.
It's funny, like, and they throw the group of convicts into different scenarios, and Thomas Jane just gets to be weird the entire time, and Keegan-Michael Key is just cracking jokes and stuff like that. What's our boy from Game of Thrones, Alfie Allen?
Yeah, wasn't he
just hanging out, eating pickles?
Guy,
I don't know what his
like a demolitions expert or something, and like
maybe.
he didn't
they go through
demolitions at the
end. They do the cool thing when they're all sitting in the bus where they like give their backstory in 10 seconds.
Yes, that was fun. It's really what happens for me is is that actor's name Boyd
Holbrook?
Yeah. Anytime he gets too many lines, I immediately am out. He is horrible. When they're,
I don't think he's that bad, honestly.
He is serviceable. He is despicable. That's just like for me. And his lines, like he's just, I don't know. Like when he talks with that other guy and they like have a drink together, like walked to the hospital with a bullet in my head. That like whole is the stupidest shit ever. And then
that character was just stupid and garbage.
Like he matches Boyd. They're on the same show. Those guys are like, we're in the same movie. This movie sucks ass, and the lines are ridiculously bad. And just like, you ready? You ready for this? Like, let's play, let's dance. You and me, big boy. When we come back, we're gonna dance. I got my shoes picked out. Like horrible shit. That's like, is this a joke? And that's what I think of Boyd. I'm sorry, you guys. Am I bumming you guys out?
But so this movie, so the first half, I've got notes about how the first half of this movie knows exactly what it is specifically. So they call themselves Group 2 or whatever. Mm-hmm. This is the sequel to Group 1, only stupider. And like this movie knows exactly what it is. Only like I think it cranks up the stupidity so high that I watched this movie this morning that I forget so much that happened in this movie because it's so goddamn stupid.
The last 45 minutes of the movie, it's basically like you have to be really invested in the Sterling K. Brown character, and he's not in enough of it.
No.
And then what happens to him?
Isn't he
just
like
kill him
bad
off
guy at the end?
Yeah, he's like teamed up with them. Like he does the like I respect him or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, like this movie, it had about 20 to 40 minutes of good stuff in it, and then the rest of it is just schlocky garbage.
Yeah, I think I just watched the end of it last night, and so like, and for whatever reason, like it was just the Boyd stuff, and it was just like, you know, like this. Have you seen MacGruber?
Yeah.
Okay. So like the type of thing that it's making fun of, this was like seriously doing it. Mm-hmm. And you know, and that's just, I was like, whoa, I would
imagine that's a lot of like the Fred Drecker rewrite stuff because obviously Shane Black wrote a different ending, so they just didn't use his writing for the ending of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So I imagine that's a lot of the stuff that you don't like. I mean, not saying that I like it or anything. That's probably the result of that. I mean, Shane Black for me is like he writes dialogue and scripts that I enjoy. So I don't automatically assume that he wrote one of the worst endings, or at least 45 minutes of a horrible Predator movie here.
Yeah. No, I mean, it has its...
When there's clearly a good movie in here somewhere that just decided not to make it after introducing all the characters that were pretty solid and had good banter and connection between each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But what did you think about Boyd Holbrook and his... He's got no inner monologue like Austin Powers. I bet she shags like a minx. Did I say that out loud? Due to the unfreezing process, I have no inner monologue. He's got multiple. Did I say this out loud? I don't know. I thought it was kind of funny.
His character is just like, because I feel like there's other people that could like maybe elevate this a little bit. And it's probably the character too. Maybe this guy does Shakespeare. Honestly, I shouldn't be so like, but like it was just, that was like the Fox, network programming of it all.
He's kind of like the next Garrett Hedlund, where he looks good but doesn't really have anything going on.
I think Garrett Hedlund's a good actor, but that's just me.
But I mean, Tron was cool to look at, I guess.
Tron was cool to look at. I'll give you that. Yeah. But yeah, this just towards the end.
Well, Chris, just give us your favorite scene and get into it.
Okay.
We don't need to dwell on this movie too long.
I'll just right here. Do you want to hear my little rant note? This is the note. The entire second half of the movie takes an averagely poor Lego sequel and makes it maddening, awful, cringe to the 1,000th degree. Sterling K. Brown, why are we doing this? The entire involvement of the boy. Boyd could not be worse. Is this written by the same team behind whatever bullshit network, Drama 911, some shit they advertise, blah, blah, blah. I already said that bit, already used it. But you, and then of course the line just, you and me after this is over, we're going to dance. And he says, I've got my shoes picked out. I was just like, that's my favorite scene. No, I think this, if it's like really, I don't know, like, when they're in the science lab, maybe, and you see Olivia Munn.
She gets naked. Why does she get naked?
Because you need that. Because you need a little like, hey guys, look at this, Olivia Munn.
So didn't she mentioned that she was like, oh, I had no clothes on and like the infrared light was like all over me and the thing didn't see me. Did they use that later? I'm telling you, I don't remember like the specifics of info that the characters learn, and if they use it later in the movie, it's just garbage. I don't even know. It doesn't matter.
But
Jesus,
you get to see, she's
and Olivia Munn's character is basically just along to narrate and explain stuff to the audience.
Yeah. So let's go with that scene, and I'm gonna give this movie a 9.8. I guess 4.0.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun, but I have to double down now. If I just went on this such a rant, I have to follow it through, right? It just makes sense. You guys talk about it now.
Okay. Favorite scene: goofballs on the bus when Keegan Michael Key, Tom Jane. All the characters, because I was so down on Predators, and it just didn't do anything for me. I didn't have any fun. Hardly any fun. So the characters and the goofballs on the bus, best performance, Sterling K. Brown, right away, liked his stuff. MVP, I mean, I feel bad saying Shane Black, because I just thought he tried to make a fun movie, and now you tell me about his whole thing with the registered sex offender. Can I cancel that and say maybe the autism plot line where it turns out that if the predators want to hybridize with some autistic people, they're going to be good at solving complex mental problems, but they're also going to be distracted by shiny rocks on the shores of Lake Superior, possibly. That might be what the predators get out of that. I don't know.
Is that a predicate?
Yeah.
This is a predicate.
Fucking Predalien. I give this a better rating than Predators, 6.7, because I at least had some good fun in the first half.
Fair.
Yeah, that makes sense. I am gonna go with I think we talked about texting that the baseball scene with the dogs is really bad.
It was horrible.
But if I can pick the part where the huge alien tracker guy destroys the first predator, then I like that part.
Smashed his head in.
Yeah.
And ripped his skull out.
Performance I'm giving to Thomas Jane. He was great.
What was that show that he used to be like, and even before that, wasn't there like another thing that he was famous for?
It was Mickey
The
Mantle.
Punisher.
Okay, yeah, maybe. Or it was like
Tom
a male.
Jane is really into aliens, by the way.
Really?
Great.
Oh yeah.
He's on our team. Rating, I'll give like a 4.2.
Okay. Slightly above.
It's a pretty bad movie.
Yeah, these were bad. But you know what? The process of kind of watching them wasn't the worst.
No. Yeah, it was a fun exercise.
You know what I'm saying? But
I do feel bad because this was my idea that we should do this franchise next. So I apologize, listeners.
I
don't know. I don't know
know
what we're doing here, guys.
Let me tell you something. I listened back to the Predator 1 episode and I laughed my ass off. That was beautiful. Oh, are you still here?
Oh, got him.
No. So, I mean, there is something, watching bad
diamond in the rough here.
Yeah. I mean, we got King Willie's Voodoo Gang.
Gang.
We got some insane shit. We got Adrien Brody covered in mud, doing Arnold lines. We got Boyd.
I think we have a brighter future ahead of us with what's coming.
What's coming next?
What is coming next? I don't remember. Luke, tell us.
Prey. We're watching Prey.
Are we doing Prey by itself, or are we doing Prey with another movie?
I think we could do Prey and Predator Badlands for next week, and then we'll be done with that, and then on to our made-up franchise.
Well, wait, are we doing Killer of Killers, the animated one?
Oh, are we doing Killer of Killers?
Yeah.
All right. Then it's Prey and Killer of Killers, and then Badlands.
That's a good pairing. Prey with Killer of Killers is a good pairing.
All right. So that's the plan. That's what will be coming out next week. Prey and Killer of Killers.
Okay. The next time I'm swinging high in the trees, I'm going to be throwing down little bits of Nerds gummy clusters at random people, and I'll say, "Want some candy?"
Thanks, guys.
All right. Bye-bye.
This podcast is a proud member of PodNation Media Network.